Hey guys, Ushanev here on Kamar with some more huttball action for you. I've been trying out a somewhat different spec lately. I have given up Acid Blade from the Concealment tree and the critical buff from the Lethality tree in order to pick up Kolto Probe from the Medicine tree. Kolto Probe is, of course, the instant heal over time. I found it to be really useful for huttball when I remember to apply it, which I often do not in this match. Quite useful in huttball because so often you're using the environment to do your kills for you rather than purely damage from your own abilities. I have given up some of the burst, especially against high armor targets. But I think that, at least in huttball, the improved heals make up for it, because it allows me to have improved survivability, as well as being able to keep up the ball carrier more easily, especially while on the run. In non-huttball maps, it's more mediocre. But back to Acid Blade, the only huge difference that I've seen is burning down DPS spec mercs because of their heavy armor. The Acid Blade definitely helps against them. So it's just another class that I have to be much more careful about opening on. But operatives, really, one of the main points of operatives is to burn down sorks, which the class still does just fine without the armor debuff, because of course they wear light armor. So Tratus here is going to take too long to make this pass. This match is Pug versus Pug. I'm queued up with one other person, Veldon, but everyone else is pugged on both sides as far as I can tell. He takes about 10 seconds to make that pass after he's in range. It costs us the score in this case. Stupid pass on my part. I should have either turfed it or looked for an actual target. I was sort of hoping that Mad Jack was somehow still alive up there, even though I knew he had died. But, you know, nobody's perfect. Anyway, like I said, this match is Pug versus Pug. You see a lot of questionable play on both sides. But I guess that's part of the charm of plugging it. So I'm looking for the right spot to stab somebody in the back, and I find a spot. I miss the healer there until he actually starts healing. I go over and stun him afterwards. Should have stunned him beforehand. We would have got the ball back directly. But as it turns out, the stun is enough to kill the ball carrier, and then we all turn around and are able to burn down the healer. Not the most efficient kill in the world, but again, it works for the Pug versus Pug. So here I am running around without my hots rolling. Bad. I need to work on that.
Pointless throw. Rodworms are losing it, folks.
So in this case, the jug is running over here into an obvious passing situation. So instead of just blindly focusing on the ball carrier, I do run over and cover the receiver. Unfortunately, no one is paying attention to ball spawn, so I have to grab the ball again. And this time I die. If I'd had those hots rolling, I might have lived just long enough to make the pass over to Veldon. Unfortunately, I did not. And we're still scoreless as we approach the 5-minute mark. So, like I said, Pug versus Pug, neither side is moving the ball particularly effectively. I did apply the hot to Mad Jack there. I had a sort of decision to make. I wasn't quite sure if I should try to stand still for one of the longer heals or try the hots. Either way, he probably would have died. The shadow here, this is just terrible. If you ever do this and you're on my team, you might permanently be on notice.
What a move! Score one for the Rotworms!
How did I lose it?
Neutral ball! Let's go berserk! That'll hurt in the morning. Frog Dog's on a rampage!
So this shadow here makes a pull, and trust me, I know that it's always satisfying to kill someone in an obstacle. In this case, he's actually doing me a favor because I'm behind, well behind the ball carrier, not really in a position to stop him, and he lets me respawn on the other side of him. Mad Jack, however, has things under control without my help, so good on him. I think he cloaked off the ball there. I can't quite tell. I didn't realize that he didn't have it anymore until a little bit too late. I should have been faster at the ball spawn. Not the best air vent ever, but not the worst. Nice pull there by some sort, or assassin, excuse me. And I almost get there in time to make the interception, but not quite. But it's a sort without a whole lot of support, so he goes down quickly. I am applying the hots here to Adelies. Hard to see. She's going to come back into frame here in just a moment. There you go, you can see them floating next to her. That's what those look like.
Up top left.
I'm sure you've seen them before. I do have 2 stacks of the hot on me right now, and I do think it's helping me stay up long enough to make the pass up to Belden there. Probably didn't make the difference between dying and not, but it did make the difference between making it an incredibly close situation and making it a relatively easy pass.
What a move! Score one for the Rotworms! Neutral ball! Let's go berserk!
Again, I've got the hots rolling on Adelies there. And I do fire off a couple of slow heals here. My positioning could be a little bit better. I could be across the fire, but
That's how it's done.
kind of trailed off there. I should have been across the fire. Period. Full stop.
That's how it's done.
Here we have a fun little game of Ring Around the Rosie.
Awkward passes. Good
I'm not sure how I caught that ball. Since I was stunned, I should not have been a valid target. But nevertheless, I did, and I have it. Another kind of screwy thing happens here. The throwing reticle was grayed out, so that shouldn't have been a pass. And yet it was.
Neutral ball. Let's go berserk!
I'll take what I can get.
Frog Dog throws to Frog Dog. Nice pass.
Here you can see the basic defensive tactic that I've demonstrated in earlier videos. Waiting on that upper platform until the ball carrier tries to walk it across the fire pit, dropping down for the hidden strike. It's getting harder and harder to use that tactic against good teams because they basically bypass the fire pits, either with effective passing or with the 1,000,001 tricks of the jug, either jumping to an enemy player or a friendly player, or using a sword pull proud of that pass.
Enemy is unbeatable. Frog dog pass
Wow.
incomplete. Rodworm ball.
They put me down fast.
Oh, the frog dogs just pulled the ball handler apart.
I really
He
hate that
dodged
they
the
knock
random
into those
piece of flying
pylons
debris
and you
there.
still get hit with fire damage.
Close call, I'm sure. Not really sure what the hell I'm doing with this shadow here. I was just going to let her sit there, and then I decided to circle back around and get a hidden strike, and then I don't get either one. So instead I just use flashbang, because it's the best skill ever.
Frog dog pass connects. Big game.
Again, I was trying to wait on that platform until the right moment, and I dropped down a little bit too late to make the interception. But I am able to do a little bit of DPS here, and then hidden strike the ball carrier on the fire pit. Almost get him, but not quite. And he's able to make the pass there, so it's time to go back mid. If someone's going to be able to stop him, it won't be me. Somebody with a pull might, but it's useless for me to stand over there. So I'm standing by the ball spawn, uncloaked, without my hots rolling. No excuse for either one. I guess I telepathically managed to get that jug to jump into the acid and die trying to kill me, so that's one thing. I do get the ball. This fire pit takes forever.
Rodworm pass is good for a gain. What a move! Score one for the Rodworms. Neutral ball.
Finally get my hots rolling.
Frog dogs have the ball, but for how long? Rodworm down, just destroyed by
But
the
it's
frog
too late.
dogs.
Severton there. Gives the team just enough time to catch up. Kill the ball carrier in the fire.
Neutral ball, let's go berserk!
Normally I hate being on defense in huntball,
Crush.
but
Spectacular
we have
Rodworm
enough of an
play.
advantage that just holding them
Frog
off
dog
is
pass connects.
fine.
Big gain. What a terrible pass. Bad day for frog dogs everywhere. Pointless throw. Rodworms are losing it, folks. Frog dogs have the ball, but for how long?
So not a whole lot else to talk about here.
Ball.
Mad Jack with the nice interception there. I get a little overambitious trying to cross the acid here and get rooted and stunned. Oops. So as you can see in this video, I didn't really make extensive use of
Is down.
the Kolto probes. I was just sort of throwing them on when I noticed, oh shit, I'm at low health, or the ball carrier's at low health, or somebody's at low health. Not the most proactive approach to the healing. But you'll see when the stats come up, I still manage, I think, 50k healing. So there's definitely potential here, especially for huntball. 60k. Did better than I thought. more healing than DPS. But of course, most important are those objective points, especially huttball. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon.